Good morning, children. And again, I am back with the same topic, movements in animals, part 2. So, in the last class, we have discussed about the muscles and the bones. Different types of bones, how the movements, like pelvic girdle, clavicle, jawbone, backbone, okay, cartilage. So, these type of bones we have seen in our last class. But today in our class, we are going to discuss about the joints. We are going to discuss about the joints. So, what is a joint? First of all, what is a joint? If something is broken, like a stick or anything, we try to attach it. We try to make it together, put it together with the help of anything. That is nothing but, and there we can see some attachment. That is nothing but the joint. Joining any two things together, we call it as a joint. As I told, bones are joined together with the help of what? Ligaments. So, bones are joined together with the help of ligaments. In our body, we can see number of joints. So, in different places in our body, we can see the joints. So, what are the kinds of joints and how they are helping in our different body movements, that we are going to see in our class today. First of all, before entering into that, I told that two bones are joined together with the help of a ligaments. Ligaments are helping to join the bones. Now, different types of bones, joints we will be seeing. To understand that, small activity I am showing now. So, this is my hand and I am able to bend my hand easily, right? So, I am able to move my hand easily, but if I tie one stick here, like scale or any stick, I have tied along with my hand, can I bend my hand? No. That means we need a joint to move our body parts freely. That is the joint. The place where we are able to move our body parts is nothing but the joint. For example, can you say me which places we can find the joints? Like elbow region, neck region, shoulder, knee, ankle, pelvic region. Many regions we can see the joints. Now we are going to see about the first type of joint, that is nothing but ball and socket joint. Okay, ball and socket joint. Generally, ball and socket joint, how these two bones are attached together, in what manner they have attached. For example, in this case, one of the end of the bone, one type of bone, like here, in joints, generally two bones are involving in the joint. One end of the bone is like ball and other end of the bone is like socket. For example, this is one end of the bone and this is one end of the bone. One end of the bone is like ball and other end of the bone is like socket. So, the ball of the one end of the bone is fixing in the socket and able to move in different directions. See, so as it is in a round shape, we can move in all the directions, like we can rotate. So, this type of joint helping to rotate the hands or legs. For example, this type of joint is present in the shoulders, pelvic region and in the knee region. In these cases, you can see, now you can rotate your leg and I can rotate my hand like this, front or back. So, here which type of joint is helping? Ball and socket joint is helping. This is about the ball and socket joint. Next, moving on to the hinge joint. Okay, hinge joint. Very simple. Have you observed the doors in your house? Yes, everyone have doors for every room, and while you are opening the door or closing the door, if you observe, the doors will be moving only in the one direction, either inside or outside, but not two sides. So that kind of joint we call it as a hinge joint. Further, they will be fixing the hinges in between the that doors. You can see the hinges which will be fixed so that the door will be moving only in the one direction. Only one direction. The joint which moves only in one direction is nothing but the hinge joint. As example, we can take as our doors. It will be opening only in the one direction, either inside or outside. Only in one direction it will be moving, not to the two sides. So in our body, you can guess now in which cases you can see the hinge joint. For example, in the elbow region, only your hand is coming towards your shoulder in this direction only, but it is not touching your back of your hand. That means in the elbow region we can see the hinge joint, and in case of knees also we can see the hinge joints. Here also in the fingers it will be coming only to the front, but it is not going to the back. In these cases you can see the hinge joint. Next, moving on to the third kind of joint, backbone. So generally our backbone is like a spring. Yes or no? Our backbone is like a spring. That is why we are able to bend down, back, side, in all the directions. Yes, but it won't rotate, but we will be easily able to bend front, back and sideways. So how this able to move? In between the vertebrae there is a joint, and because of the arrangement of the vertebrae, like one bones one over the other, it is able to move in all the directions. And next, coming to the neck joint. Next, coming to the neck joint and neck joint, where it is present, generally the joint which is present between the backbone and the skull bones is nothing but the neck joint. The joint which is present between the head and the backbone is nothing but the neck bone. Another name for neck joint is nothing but the pivotal joint. Another name for neck joint is nothing but the pivotal joint. Next, moving on to the fixed joints. Next, moving on to the fixed joints. The joints which can't move, which cannot move or show the movements are nothing but the fixed joints, and where they are present generally in the skull region. The head bones which are present in the head region, the bones which are present in the head region cannot move, but only the head we are able to move, but not the bones which are present in the head. So those kind of joints we call it as a fixed joints. The bones which are present in the face or in the skull region, they are fused together and forming and not showing any movement. That is why we are unable to move the bones which are present in the head region or in the skull region. What is the skull? That is nothing but the bones which are present in the head region is nothing but the skull. It is generally you can see in the skull. Okay. So this is all about the different types of joints. Joint is nothing but the two bones meeting together at a point is nothing but the joint. It is with the help of ligaments it joined together, like ball and socket joint, hinge joint, backbone, neck joint and the fixed joints. This is all about the bones and the joints. Okay. Now we are going to see the movements in other animals. The movement of any organism, like from one place to another place, we call it as a locomotion. Locomotion. The movement of any organisms from one place to another place is nothing but the locomotion. Generally, here are few animals or few organisms which are moving in different way. For example, if you take a cow, how they will move? They will move by like a walk or run. Which organs are helping? Which parts are helping to run? Legs. Okay? Generally using the legs. Human beings. We also walk or run to move from one place to another. Legs and hands. Okay? And coming to the snake, they will crawl on the ground. They will be just crawling on the ground. How they are just crawling? Because of their total body. Total body is helping in the crawling. Birds, how they are moving? They are flying. Which parts are involving? Wings. Okay? Insects, they will also be flying and they are also will be having, some are having wings. Okay? Coming to the fish, they will be swimming. Okay? Which body parts are helping for the fish to move in the water? Like tail and the fins. Okay? Tail and the fins. In this way, different organisms will be showing different types of movement, different types of locomotion with the help of their different body parts. Like cow, they walk or run with the help of legs. Human beings the same. Snake, they will crawl with the help of body. Birds flying with the wings. Insects also flying with the wings, and fish swimming with the help of tail and the motion in the fish. Fish, how it will be moving in the water? With the help of what it is able to swim fastly in the water. Generally, if you observe the fish, it will be very fast. It is just moving in the water. Before that, you try to make a paper boat and put it in the water and you push it in all the directions. In which direction it will be moving? Very good. So that kind of direction will be seen in the fish. For example, like a boat, as I said. And now we are going to see the movement in the fish. Generally, fish body is designed as it is a streamlined body. Streamlined body. The body of fish is streamlined body. It is designed so that it can be move very fast and it can be move easily in the water. So because of this streamlined body, fish can swim easily. So the muscles of the fish are very strong and they will be helping in the movement of their body in the one direction, and the muscles which are present in the fins. For example, this is a rough diagram of fish. Okay, these are all the scales which are present. Okay, this is a body, this is the fins. Okay, this is a mouth. This is a rough diagram of the fish. The body of the fish is streamlined and the body of the fish is made up of a strong muscles, and that muscles will be helping in movement of the direction to move forward. And this is a fins. They are having the fins and they are also having the tail. These are the fins. Okay. So the muscles which are present in the fins are also moving in, helping in movement of their movement. And how, like if the body muscles are helping to move in one direction, means the muscles which are present in the fins are moving in the other direction. So that gives a jerk. These are the fins. This is a body and this is a tail. So what happens? The muscles present in the body will be helping to move in one direction, and the muscles which are present in the fins also help in moving in other direction. So it will give a jerk. So number of these jerks will give a movement in the water, like swimming in the water. This is about the locomotion in the fish. Tail also will be helping in directing the movement. They will be helping in the directing, like steering it will be helping. So next coming to the locomotion in the birds. Generally, number of birds we can see. What is the locomotion? Locomotory organs of the birds, that is nothing but wings. And how they are moving? They will be walking on the ground and be flying in the sky. How these are able to fly? in the sky. Because of these bones are hollow. Bones of the birds are hollow. That means air is present in the bones and makes the body of the birds lightweight, and those are easily flying in the sky. And the hind limbs of the birds are very weak, and they are typically weak, and they are unable to walk or they are perching. And the forelimbs of the birds are modified to form a muscles which help in the movement, like flying movement of the wings. In this way they will be flying in the sky. Observe the number of birds, how they are flying. Does all are showing same similarities or not? Next, coming to the snake. How the snakes will be moving? They will be crawling. They will be just crawl on the ground. Generally, this is a snake. Okay, this is a snake. We are having the number of folds. Okay, if you see, we are having the number of folds. So, generally, snake is having long backbone. Snake is having a long backbone, and it is made up of with muscles also, and with the help of this muscles only it is able to move. Here each fold we call it as a loop. Each fold we call it as a loop. Because of this each loop only it is able to move. That means here it will be pressing down. It will pressing the ground and moving forward. Each loop here which is present here, it is pressing the ground and moving forward. In this way, snakes will be moving from one place to another. Next, coming to the snail. Okay, generally we will find the snails in rainy season. Okay, if you observe the body of the snail, it will be like this. Okay, if you observe the body of the snail, it will be like this. The part which is coming present on the top of their body, you know what it is? It is called a foot. And from where it is coming outside, from the shell. So this part is called as a muscular foot. This is a muscular foot. The body of snail is called muscular foot, and top we are having the shell, and this is the foot which is coming from the shell. And because of this only, the movement will be very slow. The muscular foot which is helping him to move, the snail is having the, because of this foot only, the snail is moving very slowly. This is all about the locomotion of other animals like fish, bird, snake and the snake. These are all the different kinds of locomotions in the animals like human beings and other animals. Okay, now we'll go with the worksheet. Okay, here comes the worksheet of the part 2, movements in animals. So, as we started this part 2 with the joints, what is a joint? And what are different kinds of joints you have studied? And crawling snake, jumping frog, flying bird are amazing to you. Why? What difficulties you face if your fingers has only a single bone? That means if there is no joint in your finger, the bones which are present in your fingers, if there is no joint, what happens? What difficulties you will be facing? So that should be written as a answer. As just now I told about the crawling snake, jumping frog, flying birds, their locomotion. So which body parts are helping them to move? In what way? How they are moving? That all you have to write in that answer. And what are different kinds of joints you have studied? That means ball and socket joint, fixed joint, hinge joint, neck joint, etc. So these are all the different kinds of joints which are present in your body. Apart from that, if any are there, you just include in it. And what is a joint? The two bones which meet together is nothing but the joint. And I told in the previous first part, I told about the ligaments and the tendons. What are those ligaments and tendons and how do muscles work? This all completes your movements in animals. I hope you understand the class. and you try to solve these questions with the class what you have learned, and all the best. Thank you for watching.